All right. I need to channel my best Sagan. Human, human, human,
Human.
human, humanity, human, humans. Never again will there be another human. Human. Okay. Consider again that dot. That's here. That's home. That's us. On it, everyone you love, everyone you know, everyone you have ever heard of, every human being who ever was, lived out their lives. The aggregate of our joy and suffering, thousands of confident religions, ideologies, and economic doctrines, every hunter and forager, every hero and coward, every creator and destroyer of civilization, every king and peasant, every young couple in love, every mother and father, every hopeful child, inventor, and explorer, every teacher of morals, every corrupt politician, every superstar, every supreme leader, every saint and sinner in the history of our species lived there, on a mote of dust suspended in a sunbeam. The Earth is a very small stage in a vast cosmic arena. Think of the rivers of blood spilled by all those generals and emperors so that, in glory and triumph, they could become the momentary masters of a fraction of a dot. Think of the endless cruelties visited by the inhabitants of one corner of this pixel on the scarcely distinguishable inhabitants of some other corner. How frequent their misunderstandings, how eager they are to kill one another, how fervent their hatreds. Our posturings, our imagined self-importance, the delusion that we have some privileged position in the universe, are challenged by this point of pale light. Our planet is a lonely speck in the great enveloping cosmic dark. In our obscurity, in all this vastness, there is no hint that help will come from elsewhere to save us from ourselves. The Earth is the only world known so far to harbor life. There is nowhere else, at least in the near future, to which our species could migrate. Visit? Yes. Settle? Not yet. Like it or not, for the moment the Earth is where we make our stand. It has been said that astronomy is a humbling and character-building experience. There is perhaps no better demonstration of the folly of human conceits than this distant image of our tiny world. To me, it underscores our responsibility to deal more kindly with one another, and to preserve and cherish the pale blue dot, the only home we've ever known.
Thanks, Cameron.
Thank you.
That was
Yeah,
beautiful.
That's wonderful.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I mean, the pale blue dot speech often gets kind of treated as like, oh, look how small and insignificant we are. And that's kind of the opposite of its point.
Yeah.
Right? It's that
Yeah.
like everything here, this like single pixel
Yeah.
is precious,
Yeah.
Yeah.
right? That it might be insignificant, but it makes it singular, right? It is the prime, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's like you have to sort of also expand that thought to everything else. It's like we're significant, but that also means everywhere else in the universe is equally significant.
Yes.
And that we should I've always been annoyed by the thought of like, well, why don't we just move like our production into space? It's like, no, but that's also, we should not
Yeah.
we
doesn't
shouldn't
work
we
like
shouldn't just be
that.
moving the problem one step down the road to
Yeah.
the next planet, the next solar system.
Yeah, exactly. Like we can't. What we've been learning as we develop in sophistication as a civilization is that the time frame it takes for us to solve our problems has been getting shorter and shorter. And there's very little reason to believe that that's going to change.
Yeah.
Right? Like, why would we believe that the horizon for solving our problems is going to suddenly expand and we don't have to care about them anymore? Why shouldn't we actually just design our systems so that we can manage them in perpetuity, because we are actually going to have to be here forever,
Yeah.
right? Or, well, I mean, forever for a human understanding of forever, for a humanistic interpretation of forever.
Yeah.
We're not going anywhere. We kind of have to live here for as long as humanly possible. So maybe we should start designing the way our systems work and the way we build things with that in mind. We kind of have to, right? Because the only thing that you can kind of say that is, it's almost well, it is tautological, is that unsustainable things end.
And on that upbeat note,